Jesus was speaking to his disciples one day, and there were 12 of them. They were all around Jesus, listening to his every word. And my lovely assistant here is going to put up the rest of the disciples as they were listening to Jesus. So that's it for now, baby. I'm going to go ahead and sit down and I'll call you back. Jesus was talking to his disciples one day, and he was telling them how they should love. He said, first of all, he was answering a question to the disciples, and they were asking him about how he is like his father and all this. And Jesus answered and said, if anyone loves me, if anyone loves Jesus, he will keep my word. In other words, you will do what Jesus says. My Father, who is God in heaven, will love him. And we, that means Jesus and God, will love him. And we will come to him and make our home with him. And I took this as meaning that someday when Jesus comes back, and when he cleanses the whole earth and makes everything brand new and establishes the kingdom, the holy city will come down out of heaven from God. Everything is set up. Then Jesus will hand over the kingdom to God the Father, and God will come live with us. So they will make our home with him, meaning anyone who follows Jesus' words. And if we follow his words, that means we love Jesus. And Jesus also, he got up from the table and he started doing something that the disciples thought was really strange. He said, I'm going to wash your feet. And Peter said, wash my feet? No, Master, let me wash yours. And he said, no. He said, I'm going to wash your feet. If you're going to be my follower, I'm going to show you what to do. So he was washing their feet, and he washed all 12 disciples' feet. Does anybody else want to have their feet washed? Yeah. You want your, oh, we can't get yours. I can't get yours. Nobody else? Well, anyway, he washed everybody's feet. And then he got up and said, I want you to remember to do this, just to remember to be a servant. Jesus was doing this to show people how to be a servant. Do you know what it means to be a servant? It means to do good things for other people, right? Yes. So if we do good things for other people, like we're serving other people, who are we loving?
God and Jesus.
We're loving God and Jesus, as well as loving the people that we serve.
Is it like saving someone when they're stuck in the ocean with a...
Sure, saving somebody, showing love and being a servant. That is how Jesus wants us to be. Oh, yes. Jesus wants us to be servants, to serve others, because Jesus got down on his knees, and how many disciples' feet did he wash?
12.
12. And he did it because he was showing himself as a servant, right? And he wants us to show the same, to show love by showing kindness and love to other people. Okay, let's go over our Beatitudes one more time that we learned last week. If you will write this down for me over there. Wait, sweetheart. You come up here, and I'm going to have you put up take these down. Come here, sweetheart. Take these down. Our Beatitude last week was blessed, B-L-E-S-S-E-D, are the meek, M-E-E-K. they shall inherit the earth. I'm sorry. For they shall inherit the earth. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit. Or you could use the word will instead of shall. Shall's an old English word. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit. That's I-N-H-E-R-I-T. What shall they inherit? The earth. Yes, and that's Matthew, M-A-T-H-E-W 5:5. So what does it mean to be meek?
Mean.
Kason, what does it mean to be meek?
What's mean? It means to walk a walk that.
Okay. It means to be quiet, not prideful, not boastful, not thinking of yourself, not kind of like humble, kind, loving,
Humble,
quiet. That's meek. And what does God promise those who are meek? That they will inherit. And what does the word inherit mean?
Receive.
Earn it through family.
Yes, that you will receive something from your father or mother or a family member. We are going to receive from God the earth, right? Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth. So let's look at our two verses today. If you'll point to it for me, Aisley.
Okay.
What shall we inherit if we are meek? The earth. How do we show Jesus and God we love Him? Over here in this word, or in this verse? By keeping, it's in the third line, by keeping Jesus' word, by following Jesus' words. And then he says not only him, but his Father will love him, and we, meaning God and Jesus, will come to him and make our home with him. So, where is Jesus and God going to come to someday?
Heaven.
They'll come from heaven, but where are they going to come to someday to make their home with us?
Earth.
To the earth. So our two verses tell us today.
Then he'll life. Then we'll get flight and we'll be in heaven too.
No, we won't be living in heaven. We might get to fly around and check out the universe. I can sure see that, because God's going to make a new heavens and a new earth, but our home is going to be where? On the earth. Yes. On the earth. Now, sweetheart, do we want our lives to be like this tree?
No. No.
What's wrong with this tree?
It's
Missing leaves.
There's no leaves, is there?
No.
There's no leaves, but
I want to be the green tree.
yes, but even
That's
more.
Harry.
Yeah, that's nice and pretty. We want our
And
lives
I
to be
want to be the apple tree too.
full of God and Jesus, but not only that.
It's got apples.
Yes, it's got apples. We want to bear fruit in our lives. We don't want to just be green. We want to bear fruit. And the fruits of the Spirit are love, joy, peace,
Who is this?
long suffering. So, are you getting the picture of how Jesus wants us to be? Tell me some things of how Jesus wants us to be. He wants us to love.
No.
Yes. To serve others. Yes. To be kind, meek,
Yes.
loving.
Yes.
Yes. All of these things. That's how we bear fruit in our Christian lives. If we are loving, kind, a servant, meek, humble, joyful, we bear all this fruit in our lives. Now, look at this picture. What is this girl?
That's a girl.
Yeah, this boy invited his friend to church. What's he got in his hand?
Bible
The
now.
Bible. He's inviting her to church. He's going to help her learn about God and Jesus. Now,
Why she don't know right now?
we should absolutely do what? What's this picture of? Put it up there, honey. What's that little boy doing?
Praying.
Praying, yes. Does God and Jesus want us to stay in communication with them?
Yes.
By praying, yes. Okay, real quick. God and Jesus, or God, not Jesus. Jesus wasn't born yet. What did God first do to the world years and years ago that destroyed it?
Burn. He flooded it.
Flooded it. But then he promised never to flood it again, right? But he promises to do what in the future? He's going to burn it and cleanse it and make it brand new where it'll look bare. There won't even be anything left, but this shows that things will be burned. Then Jesus will set up his home here on earth. The holy city that you see. What's this right here? Is it bright? That's the holy city, the New Jerusalem coming down. What's this look like? Is this a pretty picture? And what might the new earth look like with all the flowers and the beautiful clean river and the trees? Everything. Do you see any thistles or thorns in that picture?
No. No.
Do you see anything that's ugly in that picture?
No.
That's how the new world will be is beautiful.
No, it doesn't.
And God and Jesus will live with us here on earth. Okay, that's it, guys. Thank you so much.
Let's do